when it works, it works. Sometimes it just doesn't quite work. So hello again, everyone on YouTube. Hi, Nokao, Stacy, Hakuzo, and Lisa. Sorry for the slow start. There was some technical difficulties. It happens. This is actually a good lesson in life. You never know what's going to happen. All we can do is adjust. So, well, whenever there's something going on, take a deep breath, calm down, and then fix it. There's no need to fret and go crazy. Problems will happen. It's part of life. But that's why we're here to meditate together and learn and practice together. So before that, have you all been doing your homework? As always, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. A great way to help you practice meditation outside the meditation hall. Because you don't need to only sit to meditate. I'm sure you've heard of walking meditation. In fact, many of your hobbies are actually a form of meditation, if they help you feel comfortable. That's actually why people had hobbies back then. They might not know of what meditation is, but how you do with your hobby. For example, let's say you're into art, you like to paint. While you're painting, you're expressing, you're enjoying the art that you're making and creating. Same with music, even sports. Back then it was more about having fun with friends or releasing energy and just enjoying it. Not so competitive like nowadays. But that was what was the point. It was to help us center, help us ground, and be able to enjoy life and let go of the worries we had in daily life. Why lots of people like to play golf. Same kind of thing. Not to go stress on the golf course, right? It's to release, let go of everything else and enjoy. Just enjoying the sport. That's why people do it. And this is why realizing that meditation is indeed that hobby. The way to help us regain peace, to get us to calm down, to slow down. This is why we should and absolutely need to practice. But even though it's a need, don't feel like you have to do it. Instead, you get to do it. You get this opportunity to release, relax, enjoy. As meditation should never feel like work. It should feel like a mini vacation. So I see more people have come in. Hello, Pat. Hello, Alexis. Hello, BB. Thanks for joining in. Also, hi, Ivy on YouTube. And of course, everyone watching on Twitch and Facebook. Also, for those watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once, so if you don't see my face at the top corner, very likely I cannot see your comment right now, but I always go back and reply, as many of you already know. So, as always, for Mondays and Wednesdays, I let you guys decide how much instruction would you guys like. I do it in levels. You can type it in the chat or show with your fingers here on Zoom. Level 1 is like you're brand new to meditation, you're a beginner, you want all the steps. You can go level 2, you kind of know what you're doing, but you like a lot of instruction. Level 3 is more moderate, or level 4, long silence. And for those who like long silence, Fridays are always level 4. Okay, so hello Jose, thanks for joining in. So go ahead, let me know what level you guys would like. Even for those watching the recording, feel free to type it into the comments. I will put it into the next day. For, in this case, the next day would be Monday. So, hello Ritu, hi Freddy, thanks for joining in. And so right now I'm asking what level of instruction you guys would like. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 for beginner, 2 for kind of, you know what you're doing, but a lot of instruction. Level 3, kind of moderate, okay. Thank you, Daniel, I saw that. Or level 4, long silence, as Fridays are always level 4. Okay, right now we seem to be leaning toward level 2. Okay. Oh, hello, Dina. Oh, okay. Alright, I see a 1, 2. Alright. Then, for today... Oh, hello, Hiro. Thanks for joining in. Looks like everyone's coming back today. So, I think today looks like we'll do a level 2. Due to the... Yeah, alright. Hello, Sue. Hi, Isaac. Thanks for joining on YouTube. So, As I mentioned, these levels are not levels of difficulty, it's how much you'd like me to speak. As for today, we'll do level 2, which is actually very similar to level 1. I do give a lot of the steps, but I also give a lot of extra little pointers too. So as we practice together, remember, take your time, don't force, don't push. Meditation is a mini vacation. It should never feel like work. In fact, one tip to start off with, my master would say, imagine that you are a child. In fact, the rule for today, everyone is 5 years old again. Okay, you're all kindergartners. And why would we do that? Think of kindergartners. They are quite literally the perfect people to talk about being in the moment, because all they care about is right here, right now. That's it. Because once it's something else, they already forgot about whatever it was. And then just enjoying and experiencing what's in front of them. Something new, something exciting, or even something they don't know. Just experience. That's the thing that we need to do, is bring our mind back to that childhood innocence. It doesn't mean to become a child. You don't have to act like a child, not quite that, but it's be that innocence again, allowing yourself to enjoy and experience. But as adults, we have been programmed and primed to think, to plan. We even plan about planning. Isn't that silly? So it's us learning to take it easy, enjoy, experience. Okay? Hello, Can, and hello, Katin. Also, hello, Disha on Facebook. Okay, then, is everyone ready for some meditation? Okay, then let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Breathing is a very natural and easy way to relax. So feel free to take a few more deep breaths, or just breathe naturally, comfortably. There are techniques about breathing with meditation. In this technique, breathe however feels natural and comfortable to you. Because what we want you to start off with is relaxation, to get back to that calm, comfort. Hundreds of years ago, meditation was taught a little different. They would say, sit still, don't move. It's not wrong, but it's not right for people today. Back then, people were very laid back, relaxed, normally. But so relaxed that they didn't have much focus. So to help them get that balance, to focus on the body, to sit still and not move. And that worked perfectly for them. But nowadays, in this day and age, we have forgotten how to relax, and we focus on everything. Hence the planning and planning about planning. So that's why today, if you hear, sit still, don't move, we unintentionally add an extra step. We start to tense up. That's not one of the steps. My master, realizing that our people are doing this, he reminded us, start with relaxation. Allow yourself to be comfortable first. And it's not being lazy or wasting your time. It's allowing you to prepare your body so you can sit longer if you want to, or at least be able to sit comfortably during our meditation. As if you force yourself to sit in a certain way that isn't comfortable to you, you might gain some focus, but you'll definitely gain discomfort, and the discomfort will pull you out. So instead, adjust first. Remember, we meditate for inner peace, not Instagram. You don't need to look perfect, but instead, you should feel perfect. So take some time to adjust. In fact, you can adjust anytime throughout the entire meditation. There is no rule that you must sit still. The thing is, you will start to sit still naturally because you're comfortable, but not because you're trying to. If you're trying to, it ends up being more pressure, and you add discomfort to yourself. So start off with, I feel okay. If you feel okay, great. If you feel more than okay, wonderful. But if you ever feel less than okay, please adjust. Allow yourself to adjust into a more comfortable position. And many times, it's very minor. Maybe adjusting your back, stretching your leg, your arms, your neck, and then you're okay. So definitely remember, it's okay to move. Don't put too much extra pressure that doesn't need to be there. And to add to our relaxation, we do a body scan, relaxing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And take your time. The body scan is not quite scanning for something, but more releasing and relaxing every muscle in your body. And take your time. Some people do the body scan several times, or sometimes even the whole time during meditation. That is fine. Allow yourself to adjust, to be comfortable. This is also why it's important to practice regularly, consistently. When you practice more often, you'll be able to find your perfect position easier. It will take less time, less adjustment. And even for those who have been practicing for years, you might still need to adjust. And that's okay. I've been practicing over 25 years. I still make adjustments. But it takes me much less time than it used to. So take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. So once your body feels nice and comfortable, we move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. But it's a light focus. It's not intense, and it's not too intent. It's light and gentle. What we do is visualize or imagine your meditation object. And your meditation object can be anything I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But your meditation object can be anything at all, whatever feels easy and comfortable to you. As the object or image is a way to help your mind stay still, to stay on this one thing rather than everything. And it doesn't need to be spiritual, it doesn't need to be something serious. When I meditate with children, I tell them to think of a shining star or a scoop of their favorite ice cream. It's simple, easy, even a little fun. And that's the thing. Meditation is that balance of relaxation and awareness. In fact, you might already have experience of this kind of balance outside of meditation. For example, binging Netflix. You have both relaxation and awareness. What are we doing at that time? Staring at a box, a screen. Sitting completely still for hours, not moving a muscle. But we're able to do it. Same thing with meditation, only instead of having our focus outward to that screen, the focus is going inward. So it's supposed to be light, gentle, relaxing. Not forceful, not pushing. No pressure, no tension. So a nice rule of thumb, if you still feel comfortable, you're still going the right direction. If you feel any discomfort, allow yourself to adjust. But never, ever, ever feel like you're doing something wrong, or even blame yourself. Remember, we're all practicing. We're not masters. You don't expect someone who just learned to swim like an Olympic gold medalist. We know it takes time, it takes practice, it takes training. Same with meditation. Right now we're just touching the water, kind of getting used to it, learning to help our mind slow down. It might not stop completely, and that's okay. But starting to slow down, starting to feel your mind rest, starting to feel that clarity and calm. And remember, it's all relative. When it's your first time meditating, your calm might be moderate thinking, just because normally you're thinking all the time. Then as you progress and meditate more and more, that feeling of peace becomes deeper when your mind finally starts to quiet down. So take your time. Allow yourself to experience, to be here and now, not trying to make something happen. Just sitting back, relax, enjoy the show. And just like many shows, Sometimes you enjoy it, sometimes it's a show not so great. And that's okay. That is today's experience. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It doesn't mean you're bad at this. It is the experience today in this session. And some sessions feel good. Some sessions feel almost good. There are no bad sessions because you can always learn and grow from whatever you experience. So take your time. Relax your body. Relax your mind. And if your mind continues to wander, we use our meditation tools, the mantra and the meditation object. The object is great for helping us focus. For those who like to visualize, it's a great tool. If you're not sure, try it out first. Another tool, the mantra, is a sound, a word or phrase. This is usually used for relaxation, helping us release, relax, and continue on. But both can be used for both purposes. Adjust and take your time. I personally like the mantra. And the mantra we like to use, Sam Mo Arhang Sam Mo Arhang Sam Mo Arhang. You can repeat this mantra as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tools. Tools to help calm and soothe your mind, and to bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. Sam Mo Arhang Sam Mo Arhang. Araham. And now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Remember, take your time. Also, as we practice, there will always be some kind of sound or distraction coming from outside, whether it be a dog barking, a noisy bird, a motorcycle, a loud car, or even an airplane. Whenever these things happen, do not be annoyed or frustrated. Instead, do what I do. I tend to smile. I smile because I don't think of them as distractions. I think of those noises and random sounds like encouragement. For example, if the dog is barking outside, I think of it cheering me on in its own language, saying, "You can do it, keep centering." Or even an airplane flying overhead, an airplane full of people cheering me on. While we can't change the volume of the noise that we hear, we can definitely change how we feel about it. It won't be perfect and easy right away, but as you practice, you'll start to be able to make noise simply neutral, as noises really are neutral until we add in our own feelings of whether we like it or not. So whenever there's a sound, give it a try, smile. In fact, if you happen to be watching me, you might see me smile at random times, or seemingly random times. But that's actually how my viewers know there was some kind of noise happening in the background. And sometimes it's very loud, which I'm very glad I had my mic mute. And sometimes it's just interesting. But allow it to be just the experience today. Something new. Allowing you to keep your peace. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright, and at the center of your object there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together, for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sape Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jinarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapaputanupavena Sapatammanupavena Sapasankhanupavena Sathasoti Bhagwantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now compared to when we just started. And if you're a regular meditator, compare it to last session or the sessions you had before. During meditation, never ever compare. It becomes expectation. But once you finish, it's a good thing to compare. It helps you see where you're doing, how you're doing, and also your challenges and strengths. You can see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. That way we'll have more times enjoying rather than enduring. Okay? So, let's see. Oh, I see a few more people came in. Hello. Hello, Pisu. Hello, Gunyan, Linnea, and Disha on Facebook. And yeah. Then, before we go into questions, but feel free to type in the chat if you'd like. One thing I wanted to share with you guys today is to learn how to stop. That's the first thing we have to learn. My master says we have to stop. At first, it may be difficult to stop the mind, of course, but be patient and calm. Even though it may not be what we wish for, wait happily. Okay? Take your time, allow yourself to wait happily. Because most of the time, we are not patient enough. We're pushing our mind too hard, or the mind starts to wander. If so, the mind cannot stop because we're using the wrong technique. In order to help your mind stop, is to allow it to slow down, not to force. Okay? The more we try to force, it actually makes it more difficult to slow the mind down. It's like, think of a spring. If you want, the spring has its I forgot what it's called, where it's just its equilibrium, or its usual standard state, where it's normally still. Then if you compress it, what happens? It's gonna bounce back. Same with if you pull it apart, it will contract. What we're doing is learning to get back to that simple state where it doesn't need to move. And that's what we're doing. And it's not by forcing. It's not by stretching or pulling. It's by leaving it alone, allowing it to go where it's supposed to. That's what we're relearning to do, so we can gain this peace, this calm in daily life. This is also why I give you the homework. Have relaxation and awareness. Because when you have these two things, that balance helps you stay content, helps you stay centered easier, and be able to catch yourself before you might make them regret. So, just a little advice from my master, Lopata Mashiyo, to help us remember to first stop. And yes, it's a lot easier said than done, but we practice. It'll get easier and easier. Okay? Alright. So now I open the floor to you all. If anyone has any questions or wonders, you can type in the chat. Or if you're here on Zoom, you can also turn on your mic. So I see, Hiro says, thanks LP. It was good meditation on a bed. Very good. Well, I hope you heal. He's saying he's staying in the hospital due to a knee operation. Well, I hope you heal very quick. Thanks for joining in. Okay. Alright. Jose said, thank you. So he says, I did not want to open my eyes and continue for some more time. Yeah, I understand. When we start to get into it, for those who are, if you're in the recording, always just push pause and continue. Or even right now, it's okay if you slip away and continue on. No problem. Because that time that we have that peace, that calm, it's not a very regular occurrence. Especially when you start going deeper. Allow yourself to keep going. You don't have to stop when I tell you. Okay? And I'll still be here. Okay. So Lisa has a question here on YouTube. It says, how to be more positive when family is so negative? Yeah. Number one, the positivity is something that we have to work on for ourselves. And it's think of the positivity like a way of helping you gain a shield. So positivity, The correct way to use it is to look for the good so you can deal with what's in front of you. Okay, it's not, yeah, everything's butterflies and rainbows, right? That's not quite right. That's more toxic positivity. But instead, it's that you find the good, so it encourages you, so you can keep moving forward. And yes, looking for the good, looking for that silver lining is not always so easy. But I guarantee it's there. When family is a little negative, we do our best to be the cool water within the fire. Okay? You don't have to become the fire, and you don't have to be the fuel. Okay? So you don't have to add to the flames, but by being the cool water, as in keeping yourself cool, keeping yourself calm, you're able to help it cool down, even if you don't do anything. Because one thing for sure is you're not getting burned while they are fanning flames. You're keeping your cool, you're keeping your peace. From there, when they start to cool down, you can start to, hey, let's calm down, everyone. As with family, it can be both a wonderful and horrible experience due to the funny thing about us. When we're with relatives, either our great side comes out or our bad side comes out because we feel comfortable, they're family. So sadly, both good and bad tend to come out. So do our best to be that calm, be that cool water, okay? And how to do it is centering yourself. That's why, like I tell you guys, I like to use the mantra. When I'm heated, I say it faster. Samadahang, samadahang, samadahang. And then that helps me start to cool down. But everyone's different. You'll find the way that works for you. What I recommend is what you already do in your meditation tends to be a good way to help you. And then adjust from there. Okay? Thank you, Lisa. Okay. Oh, another question is, how would you get kids to become more mindful of their actions? That's something that I actually do practice with the kids. One thing to do is, whenever you're teaching kids anything, it's got to be a game. It has to be fun. Okay? So some people have asked me, how do you make meditation fun? Well, what I did, this is one example, is maybe like 10 years ago. I helped a short ordination program. So some kids were ordaining as monks. And there were 4 of them who were under 10 years old. And they said that they asked me to come to help take care of these 4 kids. Like, okay, I'm qualified for much more than just, okay, that's okay. So I taught the kids some meditation a little bit, and then I said, okay guys, now we're going to play a game. Play follow the leader. I'm like, okay, so I'm the leader, you have to follow me. But you also have to be like a ninja. I'm like, and what's a ninja? They're very quiet. So as we walk outside, you have to step very quietly. And the other thing is, I'm a musician, my ear is very, very, very tuned, so I can hear everything pretty well. So when we walked outside, I would hear the steps and go, oh, you're walking too hard. Oh, okay, so they gotta go softer. Why teach them this? When you're in the temple, there is almost always someone meditating. So as kids, you want to run around, but if you have the skill of walking and stepping quietly, you won't bother anyone. And when you don't bother anyone, you won't get yelled at by adults, right? So that saves them. Number 2, as we're walking and follow the leader, I would have them stop. And then everyone close your eyes and listen. And they would listen for what's around. And I say, can you hear the birds? They're like, yes. And I go, okay, point to the bird with their eyes closed. This is giving them spatial awareness and also their own learning how to be centered and aware at the same time, to first calm down, to stop, and then also be able to experience and say, hey, where is it? Figure it out by simply stopping. So this is how I would practice and teach meditation for very young kids. It's a way that you don't have to sit and meditate. Playing a game, things like this can actually be a great way to help. Okay? So that's how I would practice. If they're already older kids, I would just remind them, hey, or for example, I would teach them on the spot if they do something they shouldn't have done. Hey, why did you do that? Do you realize they can feel pain if you do this, if you hurt them like that? Do you realize what would happen? What if this happened to you? Would you like that? It gives them that time to start to understand and be a little bit more empathetic, and then start to adjust. So it's about us being there to help catch them, to help them grow. Otherwise, it grows into a habit already, and then they feel it takes longer to help them adjust. Okay? So if you're a parent, understand your job is not easy. Right? And little by little, don't beat yourself up. We're all humans. We're doing our best. Okay? Oh, hello, BB. Thanks for joining on Facebook. Okay. Oh, another question. Hello, Makada. It says meditation with congestion. I'm currently going through a cold, but I'm determined to meditate because I love the peace it brings. Yes. When you're meditating and you're ill, you're sick, if you're ill, sick, in pain, difficult. But not impossible. Okay? So, actually, one thing that I do, whenever I'm congested, I try to find something to help me. Like, if you had some Vicks, that's something to help to start off first. But if it's during meditation, I just try to breathe in a little bit deeper and slower to help me get the air that I need. And then, continue on. It's okay to adjust, all right? And if you need to take a break, get a glass of warm water. Sometimes that kind of helps. Some tea would be actually a little bit better. Adjust. Yes, you can meditate when you're sick, but understand, yes, it's going to be challenging. And just accept that, okay, today will be a little challenging because I am a little under the weather. No worries. We're practicing. But I'm very glad you're practicing and keeping up. And I hope you get well soon. Thank you for your question. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to answer a question that Julie had asked on Facebook. Let me find it really quick. So she says, when you fast as a monk, is it in honor of a Buddhist holiday, or does one fast on their own for their own reasons? Okay. So with fasting, monks, at least in Theravada Buddhism, we fast after midday, but we fast in the sense of no true meals. Like, we can have water, we can have juice, have drinks here and there. Non-alcoholic. I'm not like woohoo, but getting all buzzed, buzzed monk. No, no, not like that. It's what it is because we take food as energy, and think of it as, well, because monks usually go for alms, and people would give a portion of their food. So, in the Buddha's time, 2,600 years ago, the monks would go out for breakfast, good time to start your engine, and then lunch to help you sustain the rest of the day. But we didn't really have dinner. One reason for this is also because, think back then, it's pitch black, there's no electricity, and just some person is outside your house, and you can't tell who it is because it's dark. You'd be quite scared. Who's coming to my house at this time, right? So this actually did happen, and then the Buddha just said, "Hey, let us not have meals after midday. It's actually good for you." And nowadays we know it as intermittent fasting. We stop the consumption after midday, so it becomes our last meal. It also tends to be our largest meal. Tends to be, not always, but it tends to be. And we do this as a regular thing. This is our regular practice. Some monks will have extra fast, like they'll fast for days. That is their own personal practice that they want to do. Sometimes they're not actually trying to fast, it's just they don't have food. So so it's important to, if you happen to be nearby, support the temple. But yes, that's what the fasting. All right, thank you for your question. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Lisa gave advice. She said, emergency, those packets, the emergency C, vitamin C stuff. It's actually really good for colds. Thank you very much, Lisa. Okay. Then, as time is now coming to a close, wanted to remind you guys, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Here's the schedule. This week is the usual, so I'll be here Friday and Saturday. And Saturday is Inner Peace Time. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern. Here, same Zoom room, same YouTube and Facebook, and also on Twitch. And also coming up next Wednesday, we're having our new moon meditation. So new moon is our gratitude night. It's the night that we take our time to think of our relatives who have passed away and send them loving kindness. As if you would like, you can send me their picture and name, and I'll add them to the altar. my digital altar that I play, that we use. And then also marking your calendars for full moon meditation. This is with Venerable Jackie and Venerable Daniel, my old buddies from Thailand, and they're also wonderful as we light candles for peace during that session. So I hope you all come in when you can. Also, if you come into the Zoom room and then you need to go, do not feel bad. I won't be hurt. Remember, it's just like if you're watching on YouTube and you need to go, it's okay. Life happens. Okay, I'll be here. As long as I'm able to do this, I'll be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Happy to be here with you all to meditate and share peace. So don't ever feel bad if you come in for just a few minutes and then you have to leave. It's okay. I will still be here. I am not hurt because I know everyone has something they have to do. Life happens. So please do live your life, enjoy, and I'm very glad to be a part of it to help you regain your peace. So before we go, I'd like to give you a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. For those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you'd like to chat. Take care, everyone.